Hi, I'm Mike, one of the founders here at Advisory. We recently interviewed a number of key clients to say, what do you love about Advisory and what's it doing for your firm? And there's three kind of areas that it boiled down to. The first was it's just faster and easier to go and win forecasting work and management reporting work. You know, your revenue models make it so much easier. The second was we'd like to know that we've got the tools on hand to finish the job. Like it's all very well telling the client a financial report, hey, maybe you need to increase your margin. But if that involves pricing or something like that, well, we haven't got the tools to go and help have that conversation. So that's good. Now we can actually make a difference. And the third bit was, even when we're busy, you make sure that we still keep learning, developing as a team, that we still keep being proactive in assessing the client's needs. So for now, in this video, we're just going to focus on those three features. Let's go take a look. First up, let's go and explore some of the revenue models. They're there to help us win the forecasting and management reporting work. There's about 40 different models so far. We're adding to them all the time. An example of this would be this import and retail model that we've got here. Now they're all based in Google Sheets, so they're very easy for you to modify and tailor to suit the clients. If you don't like what we've built, feel free to modify and improve them. This particular model explains, or helps us to explore rather, things like what would the future cash movement be if we looked at a manufacturing period, if we looked at when extra payments are due, if we looked at shipping times and shipping costs, if we looked at the types of products we want to purchase, what our stock turn might be, what our pricing strategy is as we push those units out. And it all comes together to give us a bit of an expression of what that revenue could look like. We're very careful to not provide the whole picture. We don't want to cannibalize the forecasting and management work, but it certainly is there to help get the conversation started. Now, it makes it easier to sell and win the work because it's qualifying the client's expectations, it's quantifying their beliefs and assumptions, but it's also helping to qualify them from a sales perspective. And it helps build the desire for them to want to act. So that's the critical piece about the revenue model in terms of helping to win the forecasting and management work. Now, the reason why clients buy forecasts or buy management reporting is because they want to get a better perspective. They want to know what they can do about things. And so we start out by thinking, using accounts and reports, this is what you've been working on, this is what you've been achieving to date. The model talks about what could be. It helps prioritize actions and it quantifies the effect. It helps to actually do the math around whether it's going to work or not. And then, of course, we figure out what the actions are and we prioritize them. So let's see how these three show up in a client view. Finding my financial reports is as simple as going into the client service plan and clicking the link to the report that I've pegged there for my client. So in this case, I'm now able to go through and view my financial accounts. The client view also shows, hey, all my financial reports are just tagged in here, and we've got our own imports reports, or you could bring your others in if you're already using other software. And then, of course, we've already talked about the model. Everything ties together via the action plan, which is automated to send emails to make sure things get completed on time. But remember, some of the other feedback mentioned, look, what we enjoy is having the tools to help finish the job. So in this case, what I've been able to do in advance is prepare for the session by tagging another document that'll help guide the conversation around pricing. So now I can choose to use this either in the session that I'm using for the model and the reporting, or I could sell it as a future session. But this brings us to the last bit. How do we provide the structured learning even when you're busy? So let's take a look and see, how would I know to use this in the first place? I simply come to the search bar and enter pricing. I knew when I looked at the report that the margins suggested there might be some issues going on here. Or I can click on the advanced search and it will give me more detail relating to the template that could be suitable for the client. And this is where the third part comes in. By visiting that template, I now know exactly what I need to put in front of the client, and I can let the current engagement drive the learning. You see, my tutorial is already pegged right underneath the tool that I'm going to present. So in here is a video explaining what I need to do and what I need to pay attention, how I need to rehearse, how I need to prepare. Everything's available to me in the same place. My tools for learning, my tools for career development, and all the models and tools I need to go and win those engagements with my clients. Hey, look, I know we've covered a lot in the video. There's tons of features to explore. Click the link make a time. We'll go through a demo with you and we'll show you how advisory can help your firm as well. Thanks for watching.